Shalom Akim. I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai Bashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and citation to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I want to get into this little article. I was watching news. Today's Wednesday, about like Tuesday or Monday, and they were talking about this Japan, how they have a lot of wastewater from the Fukushima thing. Fukushima. The tsunami that hit the Fukushima nuclear power plant. They have a lot of the wastewater and they don't know what to do with it. But they do know what to do with it. They want to dump it into the ocean. And let me read this title. It says, Japan bears responsibility for all of mankind with the plan to dump nuclear wastewater into ocean, China says. And, I always talk about Moab and Ammonites would be Japan, people from Japan, and Moabites would be your biblical Chinese people. And, I talk about them a lot, and how, if, Esau every now and then he'll throw some laws out there to stop these dudes from overfishing, the oceans that we have, cleaning out the oceans of everything, man. We won't have no cleaners of the ocean, man. When you see all this algae and these different plant lives that are growing abundantly in the ocean, the plants, fish is, it's a hand in hand. It's an ecosystem, so the Lord made it, go hand in hand. But at the same time, sometimes, Esau likes to have, one higher than the other, and your algae blooms that are growing all in the ocean, especially in spring and summertime. You'll have those growths down there on the Florida, on the Gulf of Mexico, and they call them red tides and different things because of these different plants that are growing abundantly, and the cleaners that are down there that's supposed to clean them up or eat those plants there have been overfished or hunted out the area. So these different things just grow and grow and grow. Or it could also add on to the chemicals, because this is another thing. These power plants have to be by water, and so they let out their chemicals into the ocean. That's why you have these different mutated fish, mutated different all sorts of things. One organism, I got to do my research upon it. Is this man of war fish? I want to know exactly its origin and exactly, what is this? What the purpose of it? Because, I know that those things be a lot of these jellyfish and stuff are attracted to the wastewater. Just more wickedness these heathen and Esau do. And like I said, they're gonna dump this nuclear water into the ocean, so we can have more four-eyed fish, more whale die-offs, more over populating of the jellyfish, which I was just speaking about. These different things is what these the heathen and Esau does to the economy. I mean, not to the economy, but to the world, man, to the earth. Let me read some of this and bring out some verses. The Chinese Foreign Ministry has said Japan must take all the responsibility for its actions after the announced plans to release Fukushima's nuclear wastewater into the ocean without undertaking councils with its neighbors. So basically, they want them to ask them if this is okay. And I just gave you reasons of why it's not, because all you're going to do is you're going to contaminate the fish. You're going to contaminate the water. People have to drink this water. This is why we have to pray to the Lord to come back, because these are the things that are going on the earth. And how are we supposed to survive when these elites are doing this wickedness, man? And they have plans, clandestine plans to do these things, man. One of the craziest things I heard was when our ex-president said that he wanted to bomb a hurricane. He also said that he wanted to bomb Mars to make it warm, nuclear strike it to make it warmer. These are the different things that this wicked man comes up with, to try to justify his wickedness, to try to make it easier, But he kills off things when he does easy things, supposedly. Let me bring this out real fast while we're speaking about that. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. And we see that daily. Like I'm speaking about these different heathens and Esau, man. I just gave you a rundown of what the president wanted to do, as far as nuclear bombing the moon and hurricanes and stuff like that, man. They put more misery into misery. He has a saying. He says, "If I'm in a hole and I'm down in the hole, digging deep into the hole, what do I do? Do I continue to come with a lie, or do I tell the truth? No, you continue with the lie, dig deeper into the hole, so to speak, But let me read some more. It says, speaking on Tuesday, Foreign Minister spokesman Wang Wenbin said that Japan had not reached a consensus with the international community or its neighbors on the best and safest way to dispose of the treated wastewater from the dysfunctional Fukushima nuclear plant. Wang said that Japan had 5 options available to it, but elected for the cheapest option. Tokyo has not exalted safe disposal methods for its own self-interest. Japan literally chooses the ocean with the least economic cost on the ground of limited on-site storage tank space, he stated. And like I said, America, we have a lot of nuclear power plants in this place too as well. America has a lot of nuclear power plants too as well. And they sweep their stuff under the rug. They'll hide it and call people conspiracy theorists if they talk about the different leaks and different things that happen. But America has leaks of its own a lot of the times too as well. But here in Japan, in Tokyo, it's just how ironic that they had that earthquake, and now they're just deciding to just dump all this waste into the water. Let me bring this up. This is Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the habitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, man. With these heathens in control, man, they're able to break the laws and change the ordinance and transgress these different things, man. Because Heavenly Father's we are not in power right now, man. We are at the tail end, but that stuff is letting up. The curses are letting up upon us, man. The Lord is showing signs that He's on His way back. So we have to wait for the Lord to come back, because we can't go out and fight these heathens. Even though half Jake, they're not thinking about subjects such as this. They don't care about too much about the earth. They just care about the things that are in front of them. The things that that they can see right in front of them. Man. They don't know. They don't have faith. They don't know to look and do research upon their enemies, man. Because let them tell them their ops is right down the street. Their own brothers and sisters, man. That's what they look at as their ops and stuff, man. So Japan is choosing, and I wrote this little cartoon right here. It says Japan and the U.S. claim that the treated nuclear wastewater from the Fukushima nuclear power plant is in accordance with international safe standards and even drinkable. Then why don't they keep the water for themselves, or maybe ship it to the U.S.? Letting you know, man, that they're full of it, man. And this is a little breakdown of how much stuff is in that. Last week, Tokyo finally announced it would be dumping the wastewater from the meltdown at the Fukushima nuclear plant into the ocean in around 2 years, as capacity to store the liquid runs out. The plan, which was widely rumored to be Tokyo's preferred option, has been met with condemnation by Japan's neighbors. Greenpeace obviously claimed that the supposedly treated water still contains dangerous levels of carbon-14, a radioactive substance that has a potential to damage human DNA. More than 1 million tons of wastewater, which is known to contain radioactive trillium, has accumulated since the meltdown, man. We heading to the Lord, man. This is Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are of course. Those are people who work in the darkness, but at the same time, the earth is out of course, and our people will continue to walk in that darkness. I just spoke about how they're not looking for these type of subjects, man. They're just caring about the everyday follies that surround this place, man. They're not looking to see what the enemies are doing, man. While the enemies are getting the heads up on them, our people are falling into more and more sleepiness, darkness, man. And they're doing everything to to not come back to the Lord, man. While we're out there as fishermen right now, the Lord gave us these words, these scriptures to eat up and to push to our people so they can try to come back out of their wicked ways, man. But they would rather stay and walk in darkness, man. Well, guess what, man? The Lord told us to do this, and this is what our job is to do, man. Whether they hear or not, man, whether they change their ways or not, we still have a job to do until the Lord comes back. So be found doing the work, and rather than not doing the work. With that being said, I know this was just I just seen this article, and I was always wondering what was going on. There's a bunch of nuclear power plants right there in this little picture showing you. The aerial view shows the storage tanks, so those are storage tanks. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this out. I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Akim.